Hello and welcome once again. Today we are going to explore the exercise saw um, and find ways to make it accessible for most, if not all, bodies. So saw has a few components to it: rotation, reach, flexion, and we're going to call it that: rotation, reach, and flexion. So we'll start sitting up. I have something underneath of my sit bones, as always, to help position my pelvis in a place that's going to allow my spine to feel tall and long without needing to work to be here. Let's look at the arms. So you're going to bring your arms out nice and wide and a little bit forward. See if you can find your thumb in your periphery even as you look forward, just barely in your periphery. So just for a moment, let's feel the places that we kind of don't want our arms to creep off to. So bring them back a little bit too far. Feel how maybe your head juts forward, maybe there's some tension in your chest. And then bring them way far forward, and notice how potentially that closes your chest in or internally rotates your arms. So we want to find this place where the reach feels expansive, accessible, like there's energy through the fingertips. That said, if you have any shoulder impingement or any history that does not allow you to feel reach comfortably, you can try bringing your hands to your shoulders, and we can also bring our hands to our sternum. So as we move through the exercise, I'll continue to show each version as we go. So for those of us who are reaching, let's just start to bring a little rotation into the spine. So as I rotate, see how my head is in line with my sternum? I'm not taking my head further than where my spine is going right now. I'm also not throwing this arm way back. I'm keeping my reach consistent, and I'm rotating through the spine. Or I'm rotating through the spine, or I'm rotating through the spine. Right? Think about feeling both sit bones nice and heavy wherever you are seated. And as you rotate, I always use the image in my own mind of a barbershop pole, and I'm going up, 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 but also down, down, down simultaneously. And that energy is coming out of those fingertips the entire time. Good. And let the arms rest for a moment. That might be a place for you to call it. That might be your saw. For those of us who want to move on to a different version, we're going to extend the right leg. Now, it doesn't have to be the widest leg you've ever had. It can definitely be in towards the midline a little bit. I happen to be sitting on a raised surface, so in order for me to feel my heel grounded, I need to go pretty wide. So you go the distance that makes sense for you. We're gonna find that arm position that works for you. If your arms are out, wiggle your thumbs, make sure you can see them. This time, we're gonna rotate towards the right. This left arm is going to come across the body as we move into flexion and reach for the pinky toe, or the big toe, or the shin, or the knee. This back arm, can you see me back here, is reaching still in opposition of the arm that's reaching forward. And from here, as we come back up to an upright position, we're also gonna unwind the arms. I don't lose that reach the entire time. So again, if you're here, we're rotating first, diving up and over. So I'm not gonna collapse and try to get as far as I can go. I'm thinking about the crown of my head reaching towards that foot. Opposite elbow reaches forward, other elbow reaches up behind you. And as you de-rotate, use those hands on your shoulders to release the shoulders out of the ears. Other option, we rotate, we dive, and then maybe we add a little rotation towards the pinky toe side of that leg. And de-rotating and coming back through center. Good, let's try the other leg. We're gonna bend that right in, extend the left. You might find that you have a different range of motion on the left than you did on the right. So take that left where it wants to go, check in, make sure your sit bones are nice and even. We're still feeling that float through the head up towards the ceiling, but a sinking and softening through the sternum at the same time. Go ahead and reach those arms nice and wide. Look for your thumbs in your periphery. Energy through the fingertips. We're gonna rotate first to the left. Right hand comes, again, to the knee, to the shin, towards that opposite foot. Back arm up. You can't see it. I don't have much range of motion in that shoulder, but it's reaching in opposition. I'm gonna inhale here. Exhale, come back up through center. De-rotate and continue to feel that reach through the arms. Or I'm here, rotating to the left, diving up and over, reaching that elbow a little bit across, other elbows reaching back in opposition. Inhale here, exhale, rolling up and coming out of the rotation. Shoulders releasing out of the ears. Last one, hands on the sternum. We are rotating and diving and maybe adding the tiniest bit of rotation towards the left. De-rotating and then bringing ourselves back up to center. Each place we've gone thus far is absolutely the same exercise. We're looking at rotation, flexion, and reach. Right? So if you'd like to go ahead and extend both legs, you absolutely can. Feet can be flexed or pointed or just relaxed. Energy through the legs, arms out to start. We're gonna add a pulse here. So find that energy, find your thumbs. We're rotating to the right first. Left fingers come towards those left toes, back arms are up. Now when I pulse, I'm going in opposition. I'm reaching the arm back and forward at the same time. Back, 2, 3. Coming up, unwinding the arms and coming back to center, to the left. Diving up and over, reaching arms in opposition of one another. Reach, 2, 3. Rotating back to center, shoulders drop out of the ears. Same exercise, rotate, diving up and over and pulse. 2, 3, coming up through center, feeling those shoulders release under the fingertips, rotate and pulse. 2, 3, coming up and over. Same with the hands on the sternum. If your shoulders do not like other options, rest them there, rotate to the right, diving over, and maybe the pulse is a little rotation. 2, 3, coming back up to center. Shoulders relax, over to the left, sit bones heavy, diving and pulse. 2, 3, coming back through center and releasing down. When you are in your Pilates mat class and Saul comes up, you now have some very concrete options that hopefully will work for your body. Please remember, if this video is helpful, to like the video and subscribe to my channel for more mat Pilates for everybody. Thanks all.